time management. Okay, there are 7 processes. If you see, 6 out of the 7 are planning type and 1 is controlling. So the first process, plan schedule management, tells you about how you will define schedule, which methods you are going to use, which, supposing you need some changes, who's going to approve, what is the formality of approval, all that is your schedule management plan. So you actually have your WBS in place. So each element in WBS will need some activities to complete it. If I am talking about 2 BHK flat, after the slabs are ready, the activities can be like maybe laying down the floor, doing the walls, plastering, fittings, plumbing and electrical fittings, doors, windows. So these will be smaller components. Fitting the windows will be activity. So fitting the windows, for windows what are the activities? Procuring the windows, fitting them. Let's say only 2. For plumbing, getting the designs, making the designs ready, plumbing layout ready, getting the pipes, purchasing the pipes, and actually fitting the pipes. Yeah. So these are the activities for each item, each lowermost item on your WBS. You will have a set of activities to complete that item, and you can go rolling up. So once you have activities to complete all the deliverables, you have defined activities. So let us say there are 100 activities, 1 to 100 on a particular project. Can you simply start doing 1, then 2, and then 3, go to 100? No. Usually you will try and do most of them parallelly so that you can finish things faster. But can you do all the activities parallelly? No, there are by default, by nature there are some constraints, some issues, some problems. So you need to do certain activities in certain sequence only. Before the slab is done, can you start the walls? No. So there is a relation between slab and walls. So there will always be relation between 2 activities. So what usually you will do is you will draw charts that define relations between the activities and total time for the project. So you are doing sequencing activities. Once the activities are sequenced, which activity first, which next, which parallelly, everything. Once that is done, you will try and find out how many resources you are going to put for each activity. Okay, maybe you require 10 resources on one activity so that it finishes in 10 days. So you decide if you have 10 resources, okay, otherwise you will use 5 resources and complete the activity in 20 days. So for each activity you will plan what type of and how many resources you need. Once you have that, you will be able to find out what is the time requirement of every activity. And once you find that out, for 10 activities, 100 activities, if you find out the time duration, total time duration of your project is almost ready with you. Why I am saying almost? I am saying activity A takes 8 days and activity B takes 2 days. But not necessarily completing A and B will be over in 10 days only. There will be something in between, waiting period is required. You pour the cement and you need to wait for 4 days so that it gets cured. 4 days is some figure that came to my mind. I'm not saying 4 days, but you need to wait till it gets cured. Or there are weekends, there are holidays. So when you give dates to the durations, you have schedule. Once you have schedule, you have the plan ready. So you keep on checking how your plan versus actual is good. So that is about controlling your schedule.